How many of you think that getting your college degree will solve all your problems and make you financially independent and successful? And
The overwhelming majority of people enrolled in college in the United States right now.
if not you, your parents must surely think that way, right? Every year,
Yep.
millions of American families make a $118,000 bet on their children's future that a college degree leads to a better life. Yet today, over half of all college graduates become underemployed with.
And there lies the issue. Before I get started, make sure you hit that subscribe button. We're trying to hit our first 1,000 subscribers, please. Question of the day: excluding medicine, law, and engineering, is there a point in still attending college in 2025? Now, contrary to the title of this video, I am an advocate for college. I think that college is excellent if you do it the right way. And the majority of people don't do it the right way because they're sold that dream that all you need is the degree and all your problems are solved. If you put in the work before you touch down on that campus to apply for as many scholarships as possible, don't go to a private school, go to a public institution, get you a job or start you a business like I did to be able to cash flow school as much as possible and get up out of there with a minimal amount of debt. Just having a bachelor's degree can set you up for life, but the key is maximizing your time while you're there. You have to be networking. You cannot stay in your dorm room. I can't tell y'all how many people I've seen because I work at the school that I graduated from. I can't tell you how many freshmen I've seen come in the door and we're constantly telling them, yo, you need to get out, going to this job fair, going to this career fair. You need to be potentially getting in contact with recruiters that could put you in contact with somebody to get you an internship. You need to be creating a roadmap for yourself to make sure that before you cross the stage, you have a job lined up. It is extremely possible because I've done it and I have numerous peers that have done it. And trust me when I tell y'all, there's nothing special about me other than maybe my work ethic. But I'm gonna go ahead and let the video play or let the video rock out and let's see if we can extract any more value out of this, see what they're talking about.
In their first year after graduation, and most remain stuck in jobs unrelated to their degrees even a decade later. According to recent workforce studies, 40% of business leaders state that recent college graduates are underprepared for the workforce, even for entry-level positions. This is not just a small hiccup in the system, it's a full.
So I actually already did a video about this, talking about Gen Z struggling in the workforce. If you guys want to be a part of that conversation, you can go take a look at that video. I'm not going to harp too much on the same topics that we talked about in that video. But what I will say is a lot of the criticism that younger people are getting is based off of laziness and being unmotivated and being rude and angry and unruly. A lot of these labels that we're seeing thrown around generally are not really based off of any quantifiable data. It's just based off of how people feel about younger folks. And to those older people, your Generation X, baby boomers, this is the question that I pose. Would you have been as enthusiastic, as quote unquote less entitled as people are now? Would you have been the way that you were back in your day when you were entering the workforce had the economy for you been what it is today? The economy is so volatile that 1/3 of people under 30 are having to live at home with their parents in order to save money to actually be able to get started in life. Y'all answer that for me in the comments below.
Blown crisis that's changing the future of work in America. Let's talk about what's really happening here. The cost of college has gone completely off the rails. For your average public university, you're looking at about $27,146 per year. That's not just a number.
Triple that if you go to a private school.
$109,000 commitment for a 4-year degree, assuming you finish on time. And if you're looking at private universities, those costs can easily double or triple. What makes this situation even tougher is that while college expenses have skyrocketed, median wages have hardly budged.
Right.
In fact, when adjusted for inflation, wages have only risen by a mere 18 cents over the past 50 years. Scott Detman, CEO of Avenica, a career matching service for new graduates, reports that hiring managers have increased experience requirements by over 20% in just the last 5 years.
Yeah, if you guys didn't know that, we've reached a point where approximately 40% of jobs listed in the United States require a bachelor's degree. And on top of that bachelor's degree, a majority of them say like 2 to 3 years of experience. So we absolutely are stuck in that paradox of I need a job to get experience, but I also need experience to get a job. So it's definitely crazy out here.
It's become a catch-22. You need experience to get hired. But you can't get experience without getting.
I promise y'all, I did not take a look at this beforehand. But yes, this is just substantiating everything that I've been telling y'all.
Hired. The quality of education is not what it used to be either. Nearly half of all college classes are now taught by part-time professors who often have to work multiple jobs just to make ends meet. A recent survey showed that 47% of tenured professors believe academic standards have declined. A third even admitted to making courses easier, and 37% acknowledge that they inflate grades. This decline in education
Yeah, everything he just said about professors is absolutely true. I graduated in the spring of 2023, and the majority of my professors throughout school were adjunct professors who teach part-time and go do something else when they're not teaching. And a majority of professors did at one point or another either drop our lowest test grade sometime throughout the semester, or at the end of the semester, they would give us a little curve to help us out.
quality comes at a
So
crucial
all of that
time.
is facts.
The financial implications of student debt reach far beyond just tuition costs. Graduates today face a domino effect. They struggle to afford rent, retirement savings get pushed aside, home ownership feels like an impossible dream, and
Yup.
family planning is delayed. The very goals that college was meant to help them achieve are slipping further out of reach due to the burden of debt. As if the weight of debt weren't enough, the reality awaiting many graduates in the job market is equally tough. While college may get you the interview, experience is what secures the job. This raises the question, what actually happened? Back then, companies believed in investing in their employees. They would hire individuals with potential and provide the necessary training to help them grow. However, things have changed significantly. Nowadays, companies spend 4 times more on recruiting than on training. In fact, internal promotions have dropped by 66% over the past 50 years. Rather than developing their own talent, companies are more focused on hiring workers who are already prepared right out of college. This shift from train and maintain to recruit ready-made has fundamentally altered the entry-level job market. This change has led to another troubling trend, the artificial inflation of degree requirements.
I've been seeing people say this for a while now, especially last year when the whole Gen Z not being prepared for the workplace thing started to come out. But isn't an entry level role at least supposed to somewhat help you get ready for the task that you'll be expected to complete? Like, obviously, you're expected to come into the door with some baseline of knowledge, but it's not realistic to expect an entry level employee to be performing at the same level as the supervisors and the executives. Like, it gets to a point to where it's like, what are we really talking about?
A 2015 Harvard Business School study found that 67% of production supervisor roles required a college degree, even though only 16% of employed supervisors had one.
Hey, that's
Nothing
crazy.
about the job changed.
That's crazy. Actually, let me back that up. 67% of production supervisor job postings ask for a college degree, while only 16% of people in the role actually had one. But yet, older people push back when younger people speak out against shady business practices and ghost jobs and all of these other things. I'm gonna go ahead and cut it right here. The link for the original video is down in the description below. Let me know what y'all think about this in the comments below.